Selamat dia, good morning, Dai Karaya, good evening, Seneko Kakona, many blessings to you all, muchas bendiciones, namaste, welcome to day 26. It's an early morning for me, so if I sound a little perky, I've been up for a while. It's probably evening in the other coast, or it's probably still sleepy time in Pacific coast. It is close to 7 in the morning. So whenever you're watching this, welcome. Today's day 26. I hope you're doing well so far. And let's dive in, shall we? Okay, day 26 is F everyone. No, not the other way. F for this time stands for forgiveness. I get it though. The practice today will help you understand how the ego denies forgiveness to get what it wants, whereas the ing uses forgiveness to reconnect to love. What's that difference? The ego's goal is to maintain the illusion of fear, because if the illusion is exposed, the ego will have no purpose. Therefore, the ego will always be unwilling to forgive. This unwillingness keeps the dark illusion alive. But your ing's goal is much different. Your inner guide uses forgiveness as the primary tool for restoring your faith in love. Forgiveness is the answer to true serenity and peace. This work will also guide you to understand a powerful principle from the Course, which is that through forgiveness, you can choose oneness. No matter what has been said or done. For instance, a coaching client of mine had been deeply betrayed by her father at a young age when he left her family without any money or support. The pain from the experience led her ego to project fear onto all of her relationships. She lived in fear that she was unlovable and therefore attacked everyone, to protect herself from being hurt again. Have you ever felt that way before? I know I have. Through her practice of forgiveness, she was able to fully forgive and release her father. The result of this forgiveness was that she then began a practice of regular forgiveness in all of her relationships. Forgiveness offered her a clean slate for all new relationships to begin with the perception of oneness and love. As a result of her relaxed, forgiving state, she energetically began to attract more loving, kind people who would never betray her. It's also important to point out that she was able to fully forgive her father without ever having to see him again. You don't have to be face-to-face to forgive, because forgiveness happens on a spiritual level and affects your physical perception of the world. So that is a key. I didn't understand what forgiveness was, but the next book I would like to read with you all is The Act of Forgiving by Desmond Tutu and his daughter. That book helped me to understand what forgiveness was in a spiritual sense. Forgiveness is just allowing yourself to understand that that person is light, you are one in that essence, and therefore you can forgive the person and release the bounds of that person to you. However, that doesn't mean that the action was, oh yeah, here's an excuse, I give you a pass. Heck no. You can acknowledge that the person is light, they denied their light at that day, but trust needs to be earned. So you can trust that they may have not learned their lesson at the current moment in time. They may have not learned how to act with you in love, in kindness, in that light. So they don't have to be in your life. You can take their word for it that they may not be ready to acknowledge the light that lives within them. You can forgive the light that's within them because there is the light within them, but you don't need to, this is still the physical plane that we are playing with. You don't need to accept them back into your life. You can trust their actions. You can trust their words as demonstrating who they wish to portray themselves right now. And if that doesn't match your light, they don't need to be in your life. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Again, I ask, would you rather be right or happy? Clearly, the miracle worker's response is to choose happiness over the ego's need to be right, though it can be difficult to do. Letting go of a need to be right and surrendering to forgiveness is one of the primary principles of this week's word. If we're to truly enjoy our relationships, we must respect them through the miraculous act of forgiveness. This touched my heart. This one was hard because I left a relationship after someone essayed me, and let me tell you, I thought forgiveness meant to give this person a pass, and I was hurting. I was hurting everybody. I wanted to make sure that no one can hurt me again, no one can touch me again. Even individuals who were kind to me or trying to be nice to me, I always felt like, you want me for something. There's gotta be something you want me for, and I don't trust you. I was bombing relationships left and right because of that one individual who essayed me, and then the other person gaslighted me, and those two individuals hurt me dearly. Once I forgave them for not knowing their light, not understanding, I was able to live my life. Now, that doesn't mean that they were allowed in my life again. Strong boundary there. You are to stay over there. You did what you did. I don't need to hate you or dislike you or whatever, but you don't need to be in my life neither. Once I did that, I was able to be free. Now, don't get me wrong. I learned a huge lesson from that relationship. Go back to what we did yesterday about being grateful of the purpose of the relationship. I was very grateful for learning. I didn't like the experience I experienced, but I gained a valuable lesson. But now I can live for me. Okay. Get comfortable in your meditation space and prepare for today's practice. Today's spiritual food, remember, that's why we do the nitric oxide breathing, because we're going deep cellular makeup, digestion, will whet your mental appetite for the miracle of forgiveness. Each thought you have will let your ing guide you to see love and peace instead of fear. Read the following passage and allow your ing to lead the way. Then sit for 1 moment or 1 minute of stillness and let your mind and spirit absorb the words. Okay, everyone, you ready? Today, I will create the loving instant through the practice of forgiveness. With each loving encounter, I choose to forgive and release my ego's unloving projections. Forgiveness reminds me that we are one. Each time I have a fearful attack thought towards someone, I will choose to forgive the thought and remember that we are one. In turn, I forgive myself. You don't have to forgive the person's actions. Forgiveness is a gift for you. Affirmation for today. I could see peace instead of this. Throughout the day, use this affirmation as a guide to opening your heart to love and peace with each and every encounter. This affirmation helps you release judgment of your ego's unloving perceptions and forgive them instead. It also reminds you that with each encounter, you have a choice. The choice to see peace. Your peace is valuable. If someone disturbs your peace, walk on by. Each encounter is a new opportunity to use your affirmation and choose to see love. Remember that your inner guide is all love and never judges your practice. Today's affirmation will reinforce this faith by forgiving all attack thoughts towards others. I don't know. I think we just need to feel forgiveness for ourselves can be so harsh with ourselves sometimes. And again, forgiveness is a gift for you. We can truly discuss forgiveness with that other book, the Act or the Art of Forgiving. I always forget the exact title of the book, but it's by Desmond Tutu. That helped me the most from any other book I've read about forgiveness. Okay. I'm shaking because this passage shakes a lot into my core. So thank you for your patience with me. I get intensity too, and triggered by certain words, and I'm working on it. I'm still in my healing path. So every time I feel shakiness or some resistance in my body, I want to be honest with you all and mention it as well. This evening's work will help you release your false or your unloving projections of others through a forgiveness meditation. Some of my greatest acts of forgiveness have occurred on my meditation pillow. When we invite Spirit into the forgiveness process, we can let go of our grievances and allow love to cleanse the ego's dark illusions. Trust that today's exercise have awakened your desire to forgive and that love has been called. Grievances. I will call them grudges. Remember, when you are hurting, I felt this. I can speak because I have felt this pain. I felt so much pain that I was taking bitter pills. It's an imaginary phrase. I was taking bitter pills expecting that other person to feel every inch of my pain. And of course it didn't happen. So I had to work with me. And I stopped taking that bitter pill and let that person go. Because that person wasn't worthy of me at the moment, at my present time. Let's go to the next page, shall we? So that's my heart there. I have to give you guys a lot of love in this one, because this one's, when you throw the F-bomb out, it's a very sensitive topic. Forgiveness can be very triggering for a lot of people. So I'm sending you lots of love because I know it can be very painful. But let's finish this chapter for today, okay? Today's work was no small feat. It's not easy to forgive your attack thoughts and choose to see love in everyone. It's likely this work has led to your ego flipping out. See? It's not easy. So if you're feeling some resistance, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Just allow your ego to be present with you in the midst of this transition. And trust that the more you become faithful to love, the less patience you will have for your ego. And the less patience you will have for intolerance of others' lack of love. You'll be able to see, oh no, that's not a loving act. You will be able to see injustice rather quickly. Tonight, we will close this powerful day with a request, which you can read silently or out loud to yourself. You ready? Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Oh, shake it all about. Seriously, give yourself a good shake, because like she said right here, this particular day, this reading today can cause a lot of ego shake up. So shake it up, jump up and down. Scream out loud. If you need to do a primal scream, scream as loud as you can into your pillow. Punch something, hug a teddy bear. When I need extra cuddles, I have a teddy bear. Yes, I know I'm a grown woman with 3 grown children, but you know what? Sometimes I need my love, and I'm gonna go into my little cocoon of comfort and grab my baby teddy bear and give it cuddles. And sometimes that's what we need too. So from this side of the world to your side of the world, I'm giving you lots of cuddles. I'm giving you lots of space, lots of love surrounding you and light. We ready? Okay. Thank you, inner guide, for helping me forgive my ego's unloving perceptions. I welcome you always as my teacher to remind me that every encounter is a holy encounter. and to choose forgiveness as my guide back to love and peace. Okay, everyone, that's the end of day 26. Tomorrow is day 27. I'm not going to read that to you right now, but I am going to send you lots of love. Give yourself lots of cuddles today. Your inner child deserves it. Be the parent that you didn't have that you needed for yourself today. Be the best friend that you needed for yourself today. Be the lover, be the partner, be the sister, be the brother. Be whatever you need to be that you needed for yourself today. I love you guys. Again, from my end of the world to yours. Mucho amor. Mucho cariño.